Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams. 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, and syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
With only 8 game days remaining dito sa elimination round ng ating PBA Commissioner's Cup for the 50th season, natirito pa rin ang inyong Sports 5 sa loob ng Ninoy Aquino Stadium dahil patuloy ang pag-init ng bakbakan habulan sa pwestuhan. Top 4 ang hinahangat ng magkalaban ngayong gabi. It's not gonna be clinching, but it will get one leg in. It is Robert Bolick, Camila Lane, and the rest of the NLEX Road Warriors carrying a 7-2 record, taking on the league-leading Shine Elasto Painters, of course, led by Jalen Johnson, their captain, Gian Mamuyak, and their 8-1 record. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. It is a battle at the top coming to you live on RPTV. At sa init ng panahon sa Kalakhang, Maynila ngayon, mas iinit pa ang ating balitaktakan dahil si Dominic Uy ang ating katabi.
Ayun, yan ang perfect combo. Dahil naman top 2, yung dalawang kumpara natin, yung top 2 din.
Sa baba.
Sa baba, tayong dalawa.
top 2 sa kulelang ang inyong makakakwentuhan.
Pero magu itong dalawang kumpara na to. Very hot, these two teams. Okay, tingnan natin, bakit ba tatlo yung kulay niyan? Yung green, syempre, kulay natin yan. Yan ang top 4. Not necessarily na sila na ang top 4, yung mga kumpara na yan. But the top 4 gets a twice to beat advantage. Yung yellow, yan ang papasok into the next 5, 6, 7, and 8. So meron silang twice to win disadvantage. And if you look at these two teams, yun na lang. Tingnan natin, Shine and NLEX, 8-1, 7-2. One win by Shine will get them to 9 wins, which will basically guarantee them that twice to beat advantage. Pero itong NLEX Road Warriors, tatlo na lang rin ang laro dito sa eliminations, wanting also to get to that win number 9, which will basically, again, guarantee them into that top 2.
Matapos mapatid ng San Miguel yung 4-game win streak na itong NLEX, naka-bounce back naman sila kontra sa Terra Firma Jeep. It was a 10-point win.
So you look at the Road Warriors, you gotta love what they do. You gotta love how they're able to play really good defense, limiting Terra Firma to just 85 points, 37% from the field, and then forcing 17 turnovers. And eto, yung perimeter points nitong Road Warriors, tindi, 41 to 19. Pero yung third quarter points, the third quarter has been a quarter that the Road Warriors have liked. Even if they have slow starts, they're able to get it back after that halftime break. Maganda ang pinapakita ng Road Warriors.
Ito namang makakatapat nila ngayon, number 1 sa ating liga, Rain or Shine. Napatid yung 7-0 start nila, namadapa kontra sa Phoenix. Pero napakalaking bounce back din ang kanilang nakuha kontra naman sa Magnolia just a few nights ago. 91-82 was the final score in that hotly contested game.
You look at this Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, they just want to run and push that basketball. Kita-kita yan dun sa fast break points. 28 as compared to just 3 for the Magnolia Hotshots. And in the second half, dun talaga nanggaling. That's when they push that basketball. Points in the paint also for Rain or Shine, 46 as compared to just 34. Second half points, ito yung sinasabi natin, 53 and 41. Both teams, both NLEX and Rain or Shine are good second half teams at pinag-aawayan nila parate ang third quarter.
Alam mo, itong Rain or Shine, 13 player na naka-double digit scoring so far sa conference na to. Last time around, ang nag-conference ay yung kanilang kapitan, si Gian Mamuyak.
Well, Gian Mamuyak, we all know that he can play. He can attack, go left, go right. He can shoot from the outside. He's long, he's lean, he plays really good defense. At kahit anong oras mo siyang ipasok, whether you start him, he comes off the bench, he's right there. Maganda yung kanyang attitude, and he's always thinking team. And that's why the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, you look at them, they're at 8-1 because of them being able to share that basketball. Kitang-kita dyan. Yung assist nitong si Gian Mamuyak, 5 assists in the previous game, 2 rebounds in that game, 57% from the field, and then yung nga, conference high, 25 points for him. You expect Rain or Shine at every other game, iba ang top scorer.
Kilalanin natin magiging mga starters. It is a battle for the top spots on the Commissioner's Cup. It is the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters taking on the NLEX Road Warriors.
Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the NLEX Road Warriors. At guard from Mormon Leyte, number 8, Robert Bullock. From Olongapo, also at guard, number 14, Shani Winston. At forward from Muntinlupa City, number 16, Kevin Rahal. From Santa Rita, Pampanga, also at forward, number 33, Tony Samaran. And at center, number 25, Caddy Lalane. Head coach for the Road Warriors is John Wichiko. And now introducing the starters for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. From Angeles, Pampanga, at guard, number 9, Josh David. Also at guard from Tondo, Manila, number 1, Adrian Nocum. At center, number 7, Jalen Johnson. From Mexico, Pampanga, at forward, number 4, Mike Malonzo. And also at forward from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, number 25, Leonard Santillan. Head coach of Rain or Shine is Yang Yao. Game officials are Peter Calao, Mike Lopez,
Referees for tonight will be Balao, Gobdeliza, Nicandro, and Vipinoso. Coach Yang sporting a mask for tonight. As we see the starters once again on your screens. Dalawa na lang ang hindi nagsa-start so far ngayong Commissioner's Cup para sa Rain or Shine, namely Big Bo Belga and Anton Asisio. Everybody else has had their chance. You see David now, that rookie making his third start para kina Coach Yang.
At isa pang third start for this conference, itong si Santi Santillan. We were talking about it. Remember in the All-Filipino Conference, he was really leading this team, getting a lot of points. But because of the import, nababawasan ang oras rin itong si Santi.
15 minutes a game na nga lang ang average niya. 4 points, 5 rebounds ang ambag. Let's see if he can do better tonight as a starter. As Don mentioned, for only the third time. Not turnover. Ang Rain or Shine sa jump ball na yan.
Alam mo, hindi nawawala talaga sa scoring pa rin sa Rain or Shine. Him and Clarito have been the most consistent if you look at it all the conferences.
Lalane over at the other end. He's been solid all Commissioner's Cup long para sa NLEX. Mid-range specialist din yan. So nagmintis. Malonzo and Winston contesting the rebound. It'll stay on that side.
Every time I cover or watch the NLEX Road Warriors and Robert Bullock, I'm just so amazed with the evolution of his game. Alam mo naman, kaya niyang score. Easily 3 points, 4 points. He can get to the basket. But yung decision niya of consciously looking for his teammates first and then letting the game come to him. And look the results, 7 and 2 sila. He's almost a double-double average. He averages almost 9 assists a ball game.
Leading the league, of course, at Roberto Bolic. He was the best in assists last season as well as opens up the scoring with a scoop.
And I think ang magandang example doon, their game against the Meralco Bulls. I mean, he could have taken that last shot, right? When ended up passing it to LJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez knocking down that 3-point shot for the win in overtime.
Al will collect this rebound. A minute into the action. Last time we saw Bento Bolic, he scored only 3 points in the first half. But somehow ended up with 20. And best player of the honors at the end of that game. In that victory over Terrafirma. Segura gives it up. Lalane lines up a 3. Caddy lights it up.
You know, an import laden conference, it really helps a team like the Road Warriors kasi wala silang natural big. Right? They have some tall guys, but they're usually an undersized all-Filipino. So when you're able to get an import that can really lead you, be a rim protector, and be versatile, kita ba naman ang nagagawa?
Offensive foul whistle there on Jalen Johnson. Dalawang referee pa ang Sumeñas, kaya sigurado. As we take another look at that 3-point shot from the lane, ating sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Both teams like to put up a lot of points on the board. Ranger Shine, of course, the #1 scoring team in the PBA today. And it's that style, Dom. 7 seconds or less, you know, they like it. Pushing the pace every single opportunity they get.
Talking about pushing the pace, almost 25 fast break points a ball game.
At this point, merong report agad para sa atin si Miss Bel Gregorio.
Nagiging mas mahalaga na ngayon yung nabibigyan ng opportunity at kumpiyansa ni Coach Yeng ang lahat ng kanyang mga manlalaro because of recent injuries. It's very unfortunate that rookie June Roque injured his right ACL last game and is due for surgery on May 6. Si Felix Lanetti naman, what they thought was a left knee sprain, they discovered after an MRI was a partial tear na rin sa kanyang ACL. They are trying to be conservative about it, naka-immobilizer siya, but they will reassess after 2 weeks. Unfortunately, no Kalen Pyongsong tonight because of a viral stomach bug, pero si Andre Caraco, who nursed a right knee contusion, is good to go after missing last game.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bel, as Bolic gets his layup to stick. Sayang naman para kay Lemeti. Coming off that hand injury last time around. Nag-pick up na ulit yung game niya. Tapos biglang na-discrash naman.
Ang maganda doon is hindi pa sigurado kung o-operahan because it's a partial tear. So they're going to be conservative. They're going to see if he's going to be okay without the surgery. And for a player, yun talaga, ayaw mo talagang binubuksan ng kahit ano. Diba?
Nocco knocks down the 3. He's got all 5 points para sa Rainer Shine. Pero lamang ang NLEX na tatlo.
But you know, because of how Rainer Shine has built their team, diba, merong next man up. They have a lot of guys now who can step it up. They may not be big names, but they are able to provide the scoring and the defense as well. Na hinahanap ni Coach Yeng.
David with a steal. Santillan with a cleanup. We talked about it kanina. Any given game night, kahit sino pa pwede pumutok para sa Rainer Shine. Numbers will tell you. 13 different people have scored in double figures so far this Commissioner's Cup.
And alam mo kasi mabibigyan ka ng oras, mabibigyan ka ng chance with Coach Yeng. And you look at the injuries, right? You have Lemeti, you have Roque, and then huwag natin kalimutan, pati si Keith Datu, right? Who is maybe halfway done already through that knee injury.
Sa dami na naka-double digits na para sa Ross, mas madaling i-name kung sino yung hindi pa. Ngayong gabi makuha.
Sino?
Tatlo na lang eh.
Okay.
Malonzo, David, and Belga. Everybody else at one point in this 8-1 record has scored in double digits.
Ngayon, ginamit pa si David. Diba? So maaari kung magandang simula niyan.
Malonzo, nandiyan din ha, sa starting unit. Yan yung binabanggit ni Miss Bel na yung depth ng Rainer Shine at yung kumpiyansa dahil lahat nga nagagamit, dapat hindi ganun kalakas yung impact ng pag kami na-injure sa kanila.
At pag tinignan mo, diba, sa ibang mga teams, lokohan, hindi ka nakapuntos, diba? Maka 2 points ka lang, matutuwa na. Ngayon, it could be a conversation, I don't know, I'm guessing. They're actually looking, ikaw na lang hindi nakaka-double digits. But just can see just how competitive they are as well in practice. Kasi hindi mo magagawa yan sa laro lang eh. You need to be able to put in a lot of work, be able to get that confidence, especially when you're playing against other teams.
Here comes David. Niluwa lang sa pagkakataon na yan. Lalane at the other side was trying to cherry pick, but Santillan and Johnson catch up to him. Now they post up. Kathy versus Jalen. Tagging bodies underneath. Got the matchup niya.
Alam mo si Lalane, he doesn't look that strong, right? When you look at him, maybe not like an option na alam mo, uy, matigas to, matindi to. But he is solid.
12-9 is the score. NLEX by 3.
Yan yung parang mga pintuan na sinusubukan mo itulak, hindi mo mabuksan. Pag tingin mo sa kabila, ay, it's shut pala.
May tumutulak din na isa pa.
Diba? Parang ganun eh. Kita mo, hindi siya, kahit banggain mo, hindi maatras eh.
Maagang substitution dito. Uy, pinasok yung rookie Dom. Pinalitan muna dito si Racal. And for the first time ever on the PBA stage, makakalaro. Itong si Gamboa.
He was activated in the previous game, pero hindi lang nagamit.
Johnson down low. Spins away. Jumper does not work. Semerat napituhan ang ikalawang foul. Both of them whistled in the last less than a minute. So Johnson is at the line for 2 shots. Oh, tapos. Hinangin yung free throw doon.
Parang free throw mo lang yun. Alam mo,
Wala namang may pake pag nag-20 sa expected yun.
hindi alam mo nakakatuwa
Jalen
dito.
Johnson yan.
Sandali. Kwentuhan natin yung rookie. Ito si Arvin Gamboa. Alam mo ba, yung tatay niya, si Arnold Gamboa, yung naglaro for Coach Jong nung nasa San Miguel.
As Coach Jong, alam ko nag-San Miguel, pero si Coach Jong pa yung
Siya,
coach.
oo. Kasi naalala ko kasi coach din si Coach Jong ng Lasal, di ba? And then Coach Ron Jacobs for San Miguel and him. Nagsasabay kami ng practice eh. So nakakasama namin sa ensayo.
Coach Jong, of course, won 5 of his 9 championships with the San Miguel franchise, if we're not mistaken. That run with the Danny Boys, di ba? Dominante sila.
Grabe. Samahan mo pa ng Casella sa point.
May Ontiveros pa sa wing. Di ba? Saan ka pa? Bolick gives it up to Gamboa. Di umubra. At the other side, Malonzo trying to force it in. Foul on Napito. Dun sa bata. May stat na siya, Tom.
Oh.
Tinalo ka. May PBA stat na.
Oo. Tsaka uniform.
Timeout muna tayo. With NLEX still up by 1, 12-11. Timeout na ito atin sa atin ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
We are 2 saggers, all right? We don't rotate to the sagger, all right? So we're tandem here, and he goes double, and the guy is here. We will leave this guy open, all right? Okay? All right, you just block and stay with the shooter. And then recover lang tayo, ha? Taas kamay. All right? Okay?
Flash, high low.
Nanalo nga kami pero hindi naman maganda yung pinakita namin. Yan ang giit ni Coach Jong pagkatapos ng kanilang panalo kontra Terra Firma dahil nakulangan siya sa effort ng Road Warriors. Hindi raw gagana pagdating ng playoffs o kahit ngayon kontra Rain or Shine na dumepende lang sila sa ideya na kaya nilang humabol. Matapos silang ma-outscore ng Jeep inside the paint, paalala ni Coach Jong na kailangan nila ng mas mahabang pasensya sa opensa, not just settling for threes, lalo na Rain or Shine can easily take advantage of misses and and Coach Jong does not think they should even attempt to match their tempo. Magwindo.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bell. Napakahirap talaga na maging kumpiyansa ka, no? Alam mo, yung massive comeback nila versus Meralco from 17 down to force OT. That might give you that mindset na kahit anong lamang, kaya naman kabulin, eh, no?
Alam mo, sino lang pwede mag-isip ng gano'n? San Miguel.
Actually, no?
Diba? I mean, and yun yung nireklamo na ni Coach Leo, eh. Diba? Na hindi pa pwede parating gano'n na nag-ahabol sila.
In that Terra Firma game, NLEX found themselves down by as many as 15 in the first half. Tapos yung third quarter nga, nagtarbaho na ito si Berto as we see that beautiful pirouette layup by Mike Malonzo.
Rainer Shine now with a 3-point lead. This Rainer Shine team, what we like about them is they come out with so much intensity. And that's why they lead a lot of the categories.
JB Bahio trying to get around Santillan. Si Santi ang nabiguan.
Magul, number 1 in points. Itong Rainer Shine. Number 1 in rebounding, 59.3. Number 1 in assists, 26.3. Number 1 in fast break points. And number 1 in points from turnovers.
Ganun katindi ang nilalaro ngayon na itong Rainer Shine. Find themselves up by 3 right now, 15-12. Torres now on the floor, kasama itong si Roger. Bahio likewise has come off the bench. Bowling at Lalay na lang natira sa starters. Ball almost taken away by Nocon, pero nakompleto nila yung stop with that 24-second violation. Habang speechless si Dong. Congratulate natin.
Okay.
Ang Gilas Pilipinas 3x3 women's team for bagging the silver medal. Diyan sa Sanya for the 6th Asian Beach Games.
Congratulations. Director ng 3x3.
Hindi ko kilala. Bel, kilala mo ba yun?
Magaling daw.
Kita mo naman yung programa.
Oo.
Yung men's team na fourth place din.
Yes,
Maganda pinapakita talaga.
And it's good that we're doing well in 3x3. Something definitely to be proud of and look forward to.
Bowling drops it off. Lalay throws it down. Alonso at the other end. He's got 4 points. Johnson to Santillan. 3-ball. No. Johnson with the board. Shovels it back to Santi. Natagaan.
Bago isa pang point.
Ni Berto yan.
Itong import ng Rainer Shine. Di ba magaling si Johnson? But he's only 10th in terms of scoring of the imports.
Eh, hindi naman yung scoring eh. Di ba sinabi nga ni Coach Cheng, ang scouting report, magaling sumayaw. Kaya daw niya kinuha. Yun daw sabi ni KQ.
Sino lamang sa inyo?
Ha?
Sino lamang sa inyo?
Siya. Yun ang scouting ni KQ. Johnson for 3. Mahilig siya sumali doon sa mga TikTok ng may mga vloggers na mga staff dyan. Sino magaling?
Sino ako? Sumayaw?
Galing sumayaw.
Di ba si Apple?
Ayun na mas magaling.
O magaling lang magturo?
Actually, kasi medyo veteran siya. Clarito now on the floor. Jonard almost bobbles that in.
Best opportunity there for the fast break.
Santillan trying to make up for it. Stepping through, no goal. Rebound Bahio. Look at the 6'5" Cebuano. Sabi niya, teka si Johnson to. Lalane of the secondary pulls over Santillan. That's an offensive foul. So parehong import na pituhan na ng offensive.
Ang lakas kasi ni Lalane. Yun yung sinasabi natin, madiin pag bumangga. They're gonna challenge it.
Very early challenge mula sa NLEX. Everybody from the bench motioning it. Sa balikat titignan niya kung nakadip o hindi, ano?
At kung naka-establish yung position.
3:03 natin tira sa ating opening quarter. Si Dom ang magdedesisyon.
Could have seemed kind of like Santillan actually went into space at kita mo yung kamay ni Santi. Pero dalawang kamay niya.
Pero sa anggulong yun.
Sa anggulong yun kasi doon pumito yung referee. Yeah. He was here, yeah. Siya pumito.
Yes, pwedeng pwedeng hindi. May desisyon na, mabilis to.
Pagkatapos po ng review, offensive foul po sila Lane against kay Santillan. Ngayon po, ang challenge ng NLEX is not successful.
So tuloy yung ating obserbasyon. Pag mabilis ang review, di mababago. Ba't nananakit ka na rin? Tinuturo sa akin ito, paano daw nag-offensive? Masakit yun.
Hindi.
May susubok kita sa HR. May insurance na tayo. Pag pinilayan mo ako, lagot ka.
Bakit sa HR?
May insurance pagagamot ako. Pero ikaw yan. Si Port John tsaka si Ma'am Grace, nasaktan ako nito.
Settlement na lang, settlement.
Under 3 now remaining sa ating opening quarter. Johnson against Baillo. Ganda naman ang cut ni Nokun. Pero Pollock was there to slack it away again. At napatama pa sa tuhod ni Adrian yun. Time out muna tayo with under 3 minutes remaining in the first. At it's atin to ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Na magdadala ng bola. JJ. Okay. Pass to you. Okay. You will flare. Ball here. Screenan mo yung tao niya. Okay. Step in. He'll go downhill. You will dive. Christian. Up out ka. Okay. Decision box na to. So you can go kick. You can go take the layup. Okay.
Berto Pollock coming off that 27-6 ball game. Ang pinaka-importante dyan sa 20 na yan, yung timing ng kanyang mga puntos doon.
And the 6 assists, I think that's always a big statistics because he gets his teammates involved. He gets the confidence of his teammates. And yun nga, ang maganda dito kay Pollock, sa simula hindi masyadong pumupuntos. Pero alam mo that in the end, that he is ready to shoot and he's already taken a number of shots to get his confidence as well.
Speaking of taking stuff, Clarito just took it away from Roger like candy from a baby. At minamati niya sa kabila si Richie.
Clarito again, he's one of those players that is just, ano yung paboritong type na player ni Coach Yang. He's tough, he plays bigger than his size, and he's just always aggressive.
Berto with a pull-up. Suave.
It's so pretty. Sino mas magandang jump shot? Si Pollock or si Winston? Yun, ano? No?
Si Winston mas mataas yung elevation, pero yung kay Pollock is just as smooth.
Yeah.
Diba?
Kung meron gagayahin yung mga nanonood tignan nyo yung jump shot ni Shine Winston.
Sayang, pinapakitaan tayo kinukum ng bulat niya. Yun yung na-develop na niya.
Kasi sabi niya, saan niyo ako sa conversation na yan?
Tuwang ko kagabi si Diego Dario. Sabi nga niya, iba yung catch and shoot, iba yung pull-up, yung no-go. Napakatinik na ng pull-up ngayon. Ito yung kinikwento sa atin ni Miss Bell kanina. Andre Caracot is available once again para dito sa Rain and Shine, and he is now checking in kasama ang kanilang kapitan na si Gian Mamuya.
Si Mamo, ganda the previous game, but comes in towards the end of the first quarter. But that's the thing for the Rain or Shine guys. Alam na nila na ganun ang mangyayari. So they're just waiting for that time for them to be called, and it's time to perform.
Torres swings. Lalane directing traffic back over to Cyrus. Lalane on the catch. Three ball doesn't work. Rebound Caracot. Mamuya, best player nga nakaraan with 25 points. They swing it. Mula sa kanto, they get it over to their import. Jalen Johnson with the Pajolins. Bilang mabra sa pagkakataon na yun. Elche Gonzalez likewise in the game. Baillo, pinurat ang depensa ni Mamuya.
Alam mo, college pa lang si Mamo, ang galing nila sa ganun. Diba? Kuha ng offensive foul. Because he's so quick, he's tall, he's lean. He's able to get to that spot. Mauunahan ka talaga
Defensive specialist nga yun Kaya pagka bigla sumasabog ng 25
Parang
points.
ikaw.
Yun na lang.
Hindi ko defensive lang.
Hindi specialist. Ano lang. May 6 fouls ka. May 5 fouls ka. Sige na. May 5 ka, di ba? Uy, Manaytay! Hits a 3, extending that Rainer Shine lead down to 7.
Also, conscious effort for Rainer Shine. We know that they like using a lot of players, guys coming off the bench, but because of where they're at right now in the team standings, you even have more luxury to do so.
Torres looking for the opening. Pull-up jumper is delivered.
Torres with his first 2 points. This conference also played really well para dito sa Road Warriors, knocking down a number of threes.
Clarito against Roger again. Johnard believes he can take him, but at that time around nabitin. Gonzalez trying to beat everybody to the cup, but loses control. Manaytay pitches it. Mamuya gives it up to Karakut. Sumobra yung left-handed finish. Inantay si LJ.
He doesn't know that the clock is winding down.
LJ buzzer beater. Nilawalang. Buti nasabihan. Buti nasabihan ng kanyang mga kakampi. Rainer Shine getting to take a 5-point lead at the end of one. 23-18 ang nasa ating tala.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
On any given game day, di mo talaga malaman sino magpapasabog para dito sa mga Elasto Bogies. Yung kanilang import, pang-10 lang yan in terms of overall average scoring per game, but has already scored 35 once. Sinokom naman, conference high niya, 21. Samantala, etong si Mamu, no nakaraan niya, 25 puntos naman. Even Johnard Clarito, 10.2 average, has already scored 18 once. Kalen Johnson, who is injured for tonight, has already put up 16 in one game. Samantala si Andre Karakot naman, naka-22 na rin yan. Hindi pa nga nasama sa listahan yan yung isa pang pogi na si Felix Lemeti. 11.3 points average, 23 is the conference high, pero inaantay pa nila. Under observation yung kanyang tuhod niya.
Now they're hoping that they can be conservative and have him back in a couple of weeks. But the thing, para dito sa Road Warriors, 8 ang turnover nila sa first quarter. Rainer Shine able to score 12 points off those turnovers. And remember what we said, number 1 fast-breaking team ang Rainer Shine. NLEX gave up 8 fast-break points in the first quarter alone.
Manaytay, whose conference high, PBA career high, was 12 in one of their games, takes care of that first free throw. Ayun, si Johnson at si Lemeti magkatabi doon. I-split screen mo sa amin yan direct. Para
match na match.
match natin yung dalawa. Si Apple threw up a little bit in her mouth.
Actually, si Ben parang may tumadyak. Alam mo kung bakit? Parang daw tayo mga ipis ang kukulit natin.
Clarito with a steal. Mamu on the push. Karakot and Villegas running with him.
Another fast break for Rainer Shine. Whether it's a stop or a turnover, itong Rainer Shine is off and running.
Binanggit na natin si Clarito, si Karakot at si Mamu. Andiyan din si Villegas and Manaytay. Winston ang ipit. Lalabas kay LJ. Gonzalez misses the 3. He's joined by Lane, Fajardo, and Torres. At the opening of this second frame, katabi naman po natin siyempre paborito ng buong Pilipinas na si Tommy Uy. With Miss Bel Gregorio patrolling the sidelines, Brandon Ramirez will be checking in para dito sa NLEX.
Paborito ng Pilipinas, bago yun. Kala ko isa lang.
May isa.
Isa.
Paborito nung, hindi natin alam kung nasa Luzon, Visayas.
Nasaan ba siya?
Kasang ka man, sirs?
Salamat.
The one guy.
Alam mo na yun.
Paborito nung isang tao sa buong Pilipinas. 3-ball on the way. Fajardo trying to beat the shot clock. Couldn't get him to stick.
See, after that stop right away, Rainer Shine pushing that ball. Ooh, that's traveling.
We saw it from all the way here as well. This first half breezing by us. As expected, these two teams love to run the...
That and no free throws for NLEX in the first quarter, and only 4 for Rainer Shine.
Malinis din, dumapensa pareho. Expect there to be more, but don't expect yung mga 50 free throw games like we've seen already in this conference. As Brandon Ramirez knocks down the three.
Ramirez, that's the house specialty, knocking down that three-point shot.
It's actually Brandon's first three-pointer of the conference. I know it's his specialty from conferences past. Kaya nagulat ako, parang matagal na natin di nakita yun. He was over 5 before that.
Pero ibig sabihin ng 5 beses man siya natin.
Bira na kasi din makalaro. He's only averaging 5 minutes a game.
And again, siya yung mga tatamaan pag meron kang import.
Kaya naman ihahatid kagad sa atin yung tres na yan ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Dahil sa atin so far.
Ikaw ba, anong specialty mo?
Magkwento dito sa gilid.
Ayan, may ibang magkakwento.
Ikaw, Miss Bella, ano specialty mo?
Sumagot sa inyo. Ayan. At tumawa sa jokes niyo. Cyrus Torres was called out in NLEX's recent huddle. Pinalalahanan siya ni Caddy that he can't adjust the ball watch, which Coach Jong reiterated. Being more active was the overall reminder sa kanilang kampo. Samantala, defensive notes were given on Rainer Shine's side dahil masyado daw silang naiipit sa screens. Back to you, gentlemen.
Oh, hindi ka talaga pwede maging ball watcher. Diba? Doon ka nalang manood dun sa gilid. Dito, sa tabi ni Coach. Or sa tabi ni diba? And that is great that the import is able to point that out. Because that means also na naniniwala siya dun sa ability nitong si Cyrus Torres.
That's something he sees every day in practice. Diba? Dead shot yan eh. Has yet to really show his consistency on the PBA stage. But you know he can. And even the coaches give him that trust as well. And ngayon yan, pati yung import. Gonzalez looking around, gets to Ramirez. Dalawa ba si Brandon? Di mo bra, Villegas para sa rebound. Luis, binigay kay Clarito. Iniwan kay Mamu. Luis has that shot as well. Ramirez comes out of the scrum. Brandon trying to barrel his way through. Not the guy ni Villegas. LJ keeps it on that side. Ramirez pleading for it. Gonzalez wants the isolation. He's confident he can get by Karagut here. LJ pinurat si Karagut. That's an offensive foul. Sumobra gigil.
Not the start that he wanted. Remember, he missed yung last shot. When I say missed, he missed that he didn't know the time on the clock. And this time, gusto niya makabawi at getting that offensive foul.
Torres will be pulled out. Bolick coming back in. Yung si LJ Gonzalez, ngayon nyo lang mo siya nababalitaan na madalas kasi ngayon pa lang pumanik ngayong Commissioner's Cup ng Philippine Cup. Naglalaro pa sa Quezon yan. But he was the 5th overall pick of the last draft by NLEX. Ganun kataas yung
magaling naman
kandidat
talaga.
nito, di ba?
Magaling naman talaga. But, you know, the adjustment, playing with a new team, new teammates, and you come into this team that you know it is a Robert Bolick team. So, napaka-importante to get on the good side. When I say on the good side, is tuturuan ka kung paano mapupunta dun sa sistema.
Mamuya swings it back out. Johnson has Bolick in front. Iniiwan para kay Clarito. Extra pass pa kay Villegas. Mamu and Ramirez nagugulungan dyan. Nahuli si Brandon.
Rainer Shine still up by 5 points. So far, both teams only scoring 3 points. 3 points each here in the second quarter.
3 minutes and 17 into this frame at that. They try and pound it in. Naibit si Jalen. Back across to Villegas.
Everybody outside.
Mamu off the crossover. Inakuluhan sila Lin. Nagmamadali si Winston over at the other side. Shawnee gets it right back.
Gusto makapawi agad. Shawnee Winston able to get that 2 points.
Johnson inside. Emergency pass out. Caraco trying to decide what to do. Kicks it over. Extra pass to Mamu. Nice spin by Gian.
No rush in the offense for Rain or Shine that time. They're quick, but they're not rushing to get the shot up. They're trying to go for the best shot possible.
Bolig trying to clear space on this entire left side. Mamu hindi sumama kay Shawnee. Switch over. Si Clarito. Ramirez short staff. Doesn't work. Karakut with 3 blue shirts around him. Goes to Villegas. Nice fake by Jonard. Pero nalulot pa rin siya. Pilit niyang pinatalbog sa binti ni Lane. Napunta kay Winston ang bola. Bolig. Quick trigger 3. No go. Karakut sa kabila. Stop and pop. Mamuyak is down though. He got hurt. Off the ball there, Dom. Karakut as well.
Oh.
Is seated on that wing.
Well, Karakut, after he took that 3-point shot, there may have been some contact. Pero itong si Mamu.
Si Rakal yata ay nakakis-kisa. Baka na attorney horse sa binti. But Mamu though, up on his feet. Timeout muna para sa NLEX dahil 10 na ang abante ng Rain or Shine. Timeout na atin sa atin ang Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
A regular side piece. Regular side fee. Hoy! I-pin down. Pin down mo siya. Pin down. Deo, pin down. Okay? So side. Okay? Papuntahin niyo si Deo rito para ikaw tatanggap.
Official score 32-23 in favor of the Shine Elasto Painters. Substitution for Belva for Luis Villegas. For
Yun masarap na na panalo, no? Yung nag-struggle ka, no? Not an easy win. My feeling was we were kind of relaxing with our record. Iniisip ko ba magtuloy-tuloy, no? Kung hindi namin agad na stop yung downward spiral namin. These guys, couple of conferences ago would not have won a game like that. Pero ngayon, alam na nilang paano ipanalo yung ganung klaseng laro.
Coach Yang talking about that last ball game versus Magnolia kung saan lumamang ng hanggang 12 yung Hotshots.
And you like how they're able to win those ball games. And with Coach Yang's experience. Kasi naman na, ilang conference ago, baka hindi kayang maibalik yung gano'n. But because of, they have this great core of gentlemen that are playing for them. And ang dami na rin nilang battles, diba? Semifinals, na-eliminate. They've got a lot of heartbreaks already. Nakailan na?
4 na sunod yun.
Kanino?
Before the last time. Yung una, San Miguel. Yung huling 3, TNT.
Ayun.
O yung 3-point shot ni Karakot kanina, yung stop and pop. Dos lang pala. Pero yung kay Lalaine, sigurado. Yung kay Lalaine, sigurado.
Oh, ano?
Interest naman dyan.
Okay, ano nangyari kay Karakot?
Si Miss Bell, nag-abot ng note.
Hindi.
Naka-attorney horse nga daw.
Sino?
Si Mamu.
Si Mamu.
Si Mamu na attorney horse. All good. He will be back a little later on. Si Pico Belga, pinasok na ni Coach Cheng. Si Kuwahaw ang pinasok para dito kay Mamuya. Big Bull collects the rebound. At the other side, Kuwahaw gets it over to Air Jonard. 34-25. It is Rain or Shine by 9. Dagdagan ba ni Cuajo yan? Belga for three. Doesn't hurt. Look at Johnson above everybody for the cleanup.
What you'll see right now, bakit lumamang itong Rain or Shine? Diba nakita natin turnovers by NLEX. But other than that, yung effort, you can see there's more effort that's being shown by Rain or Shine as compared to the Road Warriors.
11 na po ang abante ng Elasto Painters, largest of the game. Halftime move by JB. May kasama bang foul?
He saw that he had the advantage in terms of quickness. Got go Belga where he wanted him. Got 2 points and the foul.
Hang time versus hang time. Ano nangyari doon?
Ako mas gusto ko yung half time.
Gusto rin ni Bahio, naka 3-point play.
Oo.
Hindi siya doon.
Kasi never naman tayo nagkaroon ng hang time.
Yeah.
Diba?
Hang time, tuwing Pasko, matik yun. Nung katabi natin kanina pa tenga-tenga ang ngiti mo.
Ay, bakit kaya?
Miss Vanessa, ano ba nangyari yung first game ba? Johnson down to go to the defense. Will have to earn his points from the line. First game, of course, the Magnolia Hotshots with a commanding victory over Titan in the process. Dahil nakalimang panalo na Magnolia, virtually eliminated na po ang Macau, Titan at Blackwater dahil 8 na ang mga talo nila. They cannot get the
Ano ibig sabihin ng virtually?
They still have games, pero hindi na sila uusad kahit ano mangyari, kahit may panalo pa. Tama, Miss Bell?
Tama yan. Pouring in 25 points at a 53% clip contra Magnolia was proof of Jalen being a quote-unquote true competitor because he was able to find it in himself to bounce back right away after a 5 of 25 night in their loss against Phoenix. Jalen also credits Captain Mamu for making life easier for him and them having a lot of what he calls miraculous plays. But he also knows na hindi sila pwedeng mag-antay lang ng milagro. Hindi raw niya nagustuhan yung kanyang 4 turnovers which he associates to rushing too much kaya kailangan daw niyang ma-establish being efficient while still being fast.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bell. Tingnan natin kung magagawa na niyan. Caraco trying to make Johnson's life easier tonight as well. Dahil kalahating kauna ngayon ang abante ng Rain or Shine. That swarming defense, almost forcing a 24-second violation, forcing that long shot mula kay Berto. Yun ang nagdala na naman ang fast break attack na yun.
And only 10 points for the Road Warriors this quarter. On the other hand, Valdi's Rain or Shine already with 17. And a lot of them again coming from the fast break. The effort, them pushing that basketball and trying to flatten out the defense of the Road Warriors.
The #1 fast breaking team in the PBA really getting it done once again tonight. 14-2 so far, Dom.
8 in the first quarter and 6. Add 6 more here in the second, and we still got 4 and 31 left here in the second quarter. Caraco, this is that almost 3-point shot. Caraco knocking down that long too.
Of course, this is just the start of a pretty big week for both of these squads. If they want to make sure they get a twice-to-beat advantage come the next round.
Parang pwede ka doon, nandun sa Elasto Pogis.
Ano?
Hindi yung taga-sabi na, eto na ang mga Elasto.
Announcement.
Oo.
Big week na to para sa magkalaban. NLEX on Saturday will be taking on Converge. Rain or Shine on Sunday will be taking on Barangay Nebra sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. So that twice to beat. A win tonight for Rain or Shine. That'll put 1 foot in that top 4 door.
Ilan pa bang playing days natin? 6? 7? 8?
Hindi mo alam kung ano yung English na 8.
Hindi. Malabo lang yung pagkasabi mo.
Dr. J, nanggugulo na naman kung si Tom. 43-31. Balik sa kalating kaw na bante ng Rain or Shine. Balling. Kumaan sa pick ni Bahio. They go to Herndon. He's a specialist. No. Rakal trying to snatch it away from 2 white shirts. Johnson to Cuajo on the run.
See that time, and NLEX able to get down.
Belga, sinubalbal nila lane. Belga still with it. Di pa rin umubra. Bahio sa kabila. Rattles out.
Just not able to knock down those shots. I mean, they're good shots. Hindi na pumapasok.
Asisio na part of the 5 para sa Rainier Shine. Guahaw. Aatakihin si Bahio. Puts it up. Off the window.
When you look at the offense of Rainier Shine, parang there's not necessarily a concept of time, right? As long they're just aggressive, whatever time it is, basically on that shot clock, or when they get that rebound, but they change possession, they're looking to score.
Belga stopping Bahio on his tracks. Balling. Niluwa. Belga with a rebound. Asisio over to Jard. Now Johnson will attack the lane. Jalen kontra Cali. Scoops it up. Niluwa.
So strong. Mawawala sa posisyon itong si Johnson.
La lane. Tinaga na lang doon. Dikuahaw.
Parang hindi naramdaman ni Lalin.
Tinatanong nga yata ni Johnson, ano ba? Anyari? Parang wala lang. Time out muna tayo with Rainier Shine up by 14. Time out na to atin sa atin, ha? Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Look at this, okay? On Santi's side, okay? Hand up, pasa, okay? Santi, roll mo, okay? We'll do that on Santi's side. We're running at 23, okay? 23, Santi's side, okay? Rebound, run, okay? Back up.
Hindi kami pwedeng akyat baba, kumbaga. Hindi siya masayang panalo, ang pangit ng laro namin. So, kaya may killer instinct kami sa mga gantong situation. For sure, makakarinig kami kay coach niyan. Pero ako rin. Sino to? Bravo, hayop na yan. Laging, pag binabaksa to, tumatama kasi sa board. Napupunta talaga sa kanya. So, credit din sa kanya. Pag nakailam siya, 7. Halos kalahati ata nito sa akin. Tapos yung turnover pa, kalahati sa akin. So, kailangan start din sa akin. So.
Berto Bolig, as honest as they come. 4 points, 4 assists so far. Pero meron ng 2 turnovers.
Alam mo, aside from the honesty, I like yung responsibility. Him taking responsibility for how the team performs and how he plays.
Merong kikwento sa atin si Miss Bell, tapos ang magre-react itong hayop na si Dom.
O sige, aabangan ko yung reaction mo dyan, Dom, ha? Pero narinig na nga natin na inunahan na ni Berto si Coach Jong. Alam niyang makakarinig sila. Part of that interview, he called himself out for not passing the ball too much, but it was a gamble he was willing to take because of the bad shooting night of Patty Lalane and Shawnee Winston. Dahil sa kumpiyansa ni Berto sa kanyang mga kakampi, his priority is to facilitate, but he knows that he cannot shy away from taking charge when he sees his teammates struggling. O, Dom.
Ang ganda.
Alam mo, pwedeng strategy yun eh. You call yourself out para di ka napagalitan.
Tama naman, inunahan.
Parang si Dom pag umuwi, bakit ako ngayon lang dumating?
Ikaw pa yung galit.
Bakit
lang wala yung pito?
Ano ba ang nangyari? Bakit ngayon lang ako?
Bakit na pagkasabi?
Pero that's an excellent way. Yun nga, yung leadership quality.
No, and you like how he was talking about hindi lang yung turnovers niya, but even the offensive rebounds that he gave up, right?
Senerat knocks down a 3 to cut their deficit to 10.
Pero iba talaga yung Filipino language, right? Yung effect ng word. In English, it's animal. In Tagalog, it is...
It's not a curse word, but it's the best way to describe kinain ka ng kalaban. Hayop yun. It's not a curse word. It's kinain ka ng kalaban.
It's about being able to...
diba?
It's about being able to emphasize, right? Your point. And very important yan when you're a leader of a team and when you're the coach or the coaching staff. You need to be able to emphasize certain things na nagawa mo ng mabuti or hindi nagawa.
Alam mo yan na rin yung through time. Sabi mo kanina, yung Rainier Shine, daming pinagdaan ng gera. Naka-4 na semis before last Philippine Cup. NLEX, let's remember, 2 conferences ago, may twice to beat to.
Yes.
Kaso kinain din sila ng, dun sa quarterfinals. And then last conference...
Sino nakalaban?
Sino nga ba? TNT ba? Hindi.
Rainier Shine Miguel.
I will look that up for you.
Alamin natin.
Pero, last conference naman, they were on their way to a twice-to-beat advantage. Kaso, si Bolik, nagsakripisyo ang NLEX. Pinahiram sa Southeast Asian Games. Nadisgrasya sa dulo ng Elims, naging twice-to-win sila. And that was all she wrote. Diba?
Pero at least you know na may capability, di ba? Na okay, you know, this team can actually get you up to the playoffs or up to the semifinals. Very important yan that you're putting in a lot of work every day, putting in that extra time, na alam mo merong ibubuga pagdating doon sa dulo.
Uunahan ko yung pagtatapos ng first half. Nandiyan ka lang.
Sige,
Sabihin ko
sige,
sa'yo,
sige.
sino nakalaban nila? Rainer Shine niya. Rainer Shine niya. Na twice to beat sila ng Rainer Shine. Kaya nakapasok
they
na
ended
naman
up
sa
number 2.
semis. Yeah.
Diba? Number 2 sila niyan eh.
Kaya nakabalik ng Rainer Shine. This was two conferences ago.
Yeah.
Philippine Cup din.
Yes.
Tapos noong nakaraan niya, San Miguel na yung nakalaban nila. Twice to win yung NLEX. Tinalo sila ng San Miguel 101-94 in just that one game.
Pangatlo na yan. Really not the start that he wanted.
So Anton Asisio now at the line with a chance to score here. His first point of the game. Yan ang hindi mo pwede bigay kay Anton eh. He is 100% from the line. 8 for 8 after that make. Kahit pagka walang oras, tas game on the line. Alala mo yun? Hindi mo pwede yan.
Pareho nung hambing ko lang doon sa laro mo. Yan yung hindi mo pwedeng ibigay sa'yo. Alam mo hindi pwede ibigay sa'yo? Yung bola.
Kahit round robin, wala nagbibigay.
Yung bola. Turnover, hindi papasok.
49-35. Back to the
Oh,
largest
wide
lead
open
game.
there.
Balling to the
No, late yung help doon ng Rainer Shine.
Pwede mag-last shot dito ang white shirts. Up by a dozen. Anton ang didiskarte. Milking that clock. It reads 8. Villegas pumaporma. Asisio. Hinuli nila Lane. Villegas with it. Has to put it up. Anton at the buzzer. Niluwa lang. So it is going to be Rainer Shine by 12. 49-37 heading into the break. Dom, since before we started, you talked about the fast break attack and the points off turnovers. Yun na naman ang puhunan ng Rainer Shine.
Because of them making the stops, it leads into opportunities. It leads them using their quickness, being able to find those lanes and get those layups. And that's why they're up by 12 points. It's the effort. It's them being able to do defensively the little things that they need to do to make some stops. And you look at these three guys, right? They get that steal. They advance the basketball to Mamuyak and then Karakot finishing that fast break. Pag-shift ng possession, pag-change possession, right away, they're off to the races. Itong mga Elasto Pogi.
Kaya naman abante sila ng kalating kaon. 49-37 ngayong Miyerkules ng gabi dito sa Ninoy.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams. 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams. 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events. The thrilling moments. And relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
So far, the #1 team in the PBA today is refusing to relinquish that spot. They are looking to run away with this one. Abante sila ng 12 at 49-37 kontra sa second running NLEX Road Warriors. Magandang gabi ulit, Pilipinas. Watching live on RPTV. Si Dominic Uy pa rin po ang ating kakwentuhan dito. Rainer Shine doing Rainer Shine things.
Doing Rainer Shine things, making stops, pushing that basketball. And if you look at the NLEX Road Warriors, I think a lot of turnovers and a lot of tentativity. Not as consistent as Rainer Shine so far in the first 24 minutes.
Yun nga yung sinasabi ni Berto Bolic, just like last game, parang hindi ganun kaganda ang kanilang pinakita. They gotta clean it up in the second half.
Gotta clean it up. Cannot allow Rainer Shine to score 14 fast break points. And just 2 on the other hand. Turnovers. Ito, 12 turnovers para sa Road Warriors. Alam naman natin, pag nag-turnover ang kalaban ng Rainer Shine, they will score off those turnovers. Kitang-kita, 18 points scored off those turnovers. Points in the paint. We talked about Rainer Shine able to get to the basket, able to get deep. And we know that Rainer Shine can shoot from the outside, pero gusto nila na pumapasok din a number of guys able to get those points in the paint. And just balanced scoring for the Elasto Painters in the first 24 minutes.
Walang naka-double digits pero 10 katao na nakapag-ambag para dito sa Rainer Shine. Over at the other hand, in import na si Cady Lalay naka-double digits na. But Bolic's only got 6.
And then you have Semerad and Rakal both with 3 points, and that's 2 3-point shots. So wala pa yung ofensiba nitong NLEX Road Warriors. They need to be able to start it out defensively. We know that in the games won by the Road Warriors, depensa ang nangunguna. They're able to make stops. They're able to dissect yung ofensiba nitong kalaban. However, in today's ball game, yung strong points ng Rainer Shine, hindi pa nila napipigil.
Speaking of strong points, etong third quarter, mga nagiging strong points ng parehong koponan. The third quarter storms they've cooked up in their previous outings have proven to be the formula for victory, Dom. Etong NLEX, nakita naman natin yung ginawa nila. Holding Terra Firma to just 9 points in that third. Ito ring Rainer Shine, they can change gears at any given point.
Ganun
especially
din,
in the
diba?
third.
It's really labanan ng third quarter. So tingnan natin kung sinong maganda ang third quarter ngayon. If you look at the score, it should be the NLEX Road Warriors because they're the ones that are down by 12.
Ito rin naging nangyari. Last Philippine Cup, nung magtapat ang Rainer Shine at ang NLEX, sa third quarter na nagkatalo.
Ito, mauulit ba yan nitong Road Warriors in today's ball game? You know, you look at the Road Warriors, this is a team that has a number of leaders already. Obviously, the biggest leader, kumbaga ang supreme leader, itong si Robert Bolic.
Ginawa mo taga North Korea to. So, you can't argue with that.
Yes.
It all starts with Berto.
Yep.
He is the main man. He is the point guard. And he is the inspiration. He's the driving force behind his team.
End of the day, it's his team, right? And everybody knows that. Kung saan man siya pupunta, kung saan siya maglalaro, he affects the team positively so well. And also, pag hindi ganun kaganda, ganun din yung epekto. Mas mahirap manalo. But you know that he has matured so much. And I love yung nagawa nilang team up with Coach Jong, that they understand each other, they understand what they need to do to be able to consistently win.
Paalala natin ang ngayon darating na Biyernes, regalo ng PBA para sa mga manggagawang Pilipino. First come, first serve, libre ticket sa Smart Araneta, and I was reading the news earlier today. Pati MRT libre sa Mayo 1.
Ganon?
So saan ka ba? Libre ka nang pupunta ng Cubao, libre ka pa makakapasok sa Araneta. Basta agahan po natin yan.
Tapos si Magu magko-cover ng larong yan. Humingi na rin kayo ng pangkain.
ko naman. Saan ako kukulit? Kung magbibigay po sila.
At hindi, ano mo, si Magu hindi lang basta-basta magpakain niya. Pa-shake-shack mo yan.
Basta po, magbigay ng budget itong hayop na katabi natin ito. Third quarter, buksan na nga lang natin. Ito, nanloloko ka pa ng mga PBA fans dito. Sayang na po.
Bakit pag may lumapit sa'yo, hindi ka mag-ano?
Wala na yung budget. Lalaine on the catch from Semera. That's a good start para sa NLEX.
And you like how after you knock down that shot, tumakbo siya agad pa ba? Kasi alam mo itong Rainer siya, hindi mag-aantay yan.
Lalaine joined on the floor by Winston, Rakal, Bolik, and Semerad.
Johnson only with 6 points. All those 6 points coming in the second quarter.
Sa kabila naman, it is going to be Mamuyak with Nokum, Johnson, Manaytay, and si Clarito. Winston driving in. Ganda naman ng pagbubuo niya ng space doon. 5-0 run for NLEX.
Linayo yung depensa. Siya papunta dun sa basket. Just great control.
Nokum, haven't said his name enough. Buong second quarter, hindi nakalaro yan. They're gonna need his firepower here in the second half. As Clarito answers back with a three.
We mentioned, for those who just joined, in third quarter is key for the Road Warriors and the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. We ended the half 49 to 37, 12-point lead by the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. Now it's 10, but both teams, makikita mo, parang nag-shift gear, right? The more focused, they're moving the ball better, and they're both more aggressive.
Caddy Lalaine now has 17 points, and he has pulled NLEX back with an 8. Mamu swings. Clarito hit a three from right there. This time he gives it up to Johnson. Johnson double team. He kicks it out. Clarito faking the pass. Goes to the baseline. Pull-up jumper over Bolik. No good. It is Lane para sa rebound. Bolik at the other end. Mamuya trying to figure out what Berto wants to do. Bolik on the move. Puts it up. Off the glass. Niluwa. Pero may 2 shots na parating para kay Berto.
Just reading that defense really well off that pick and roll. Isomamu got stuck on that pick. Attacked that left side.
We already got a couple of threes here. This one courtesy of John Clarito. Atin sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bolik cans the first. Last time around, 13 puntos ang binuhos niya in the third quarter alone as we get this report from Bell.
Tinanong natin si Assistant Coach Borgie Hermida what the factors could have contributed to their 12 turnovers in the first half. The assessment of the coaches, Rainer Shine's physical defense has made NLEX very uncomfortable and has made them play tentatively. Kaya hindi nila na-execute ang kanilang opensa. With a big disparity in pass rate points, defensively, of course, they want to run. But offensively, mas gusto daw nilang mag-settle down at laruin ang kanilang NLEX game. Gentlemen.
Yun ang gustong-gusto ng Rainer Shine. Hindi ka maging komportable sa depensa nila. They do that every single day against each other. Why not pa pag sa kalaban?
You know, physicality really gets you uncomfortable. And that's why when you play Rainer Shine, brand ng basketball ng Rainer Shine yan. Aside from the pushing of the ball, aside from being quick offensively, it's really that defense.
Clarito now with a couple of three-pointers in the third. Johnson rejecting Lalaine harap-harapan, and they are nose-to-nose. Kain daw. Chow time, sabi ni Johnson.
Good block that time by Johnson and made it known to Lalaine.
Diba? Finger licking good.
Oh. Tignan natin anong isasagot niya.
Johnson for three. Punches it through.
Tapos nakashoot pa ng 3 points.
Gotta love how animated Jalen is.
Hindi lang magaling sumayaw.
Sa 9 games. Balik sa 12 ang bante rito ng Rainer Shine. 58-46. Bolik trying to answer. No. Johnson slaps it, but Bolik tracks it down. Balik against Mamuya. Trying to get it in. Manaytay there. Clarito took it away. Mamu running with Nokum. Adrian Skies.
Just how quick that transition was for Rainer Shine after that stop. Again, 2-on-1 fast break.
Nokum now with 9 points. Si Clarito, by the way, is the first Rainer Shine player in double digits. Here we go again. Lalane. No. Would have been nice kung pumasok para sa NLEX.
Kita mo yung mata ni Johnson.
Ano yun, Pinoy pass? Johnson, ay, hindi kasali si Bow. Libre naman eh. Napagalitan tuloy ni Santi si Belga.
Umupo ka kasi doon sa likod.
Eh, pati si
Coach Caloy.
Si Coach Caloy, upo ka kasi doon sa likod. Dapat tinira mo na, sabi ni Coach Caloy. Baka sakali lumusot. Kahit ako, kala ko libre.
Oo eh. Pero sabi ko, ba't butuhan niya sa loob?
Bawal yun, illegal foreign object na. Uh-oh. Nasagasaan si Nokum. Offensive foul on the lane.
We're getting in the head of Lalane right now.
We're going to see that last piece of action again. Jalen Johnson with a Shackton moment here. First the three-pointer. And then the reaction. Finger licking good pa rin. And then, libre naman dapat eh. Kaso nakatwalya si Bo.
Oh.
Johnson misses, swinging back to live action. Oh, these two are going at it, Dom. Seminat lines it up. Oh, no!
This is what you want to see.
Uy, may flop. May flop na natawag kay Mamu. Tinanong kagad ni Coach Caloy, challenge pa natin. Sabi ni Mamu, sandali, baka sakaling totoo.
Oh, technical foul for flopping.
Got teed up right away. They were ready to challenge, pero sabi ni Mamu, wag muna, hindi ako sure. Sayang eh.
Tinulak ba siya?
That's what Mamu was saying. As Manaytay will get additional instruction from Coach Yang. 60-46 is the score. Rainer Shine by 14. It was NLEX who set the tone early here in the third with a 5-0 round, but NLEX has recovered. Berto kontra kay Mamu, back to Winston. Trying to shake off Nokum. Berto for three. Punches it through!
What they need now is Robert Bolick to take over offensively. Right? Because you can see that the momentum is on the side of Rainer Shine. Kumbaga sa mind games lamang din ang Rainer Shine.
5 points in the third for Berto. 11 ang total niya so far. Winston against two guys.
Could be second motion on Clarito there.
Yeah, that was already a foul on Nokum. Then an additional hit from Clarito. Pero if you're John Hart, dumidiretso pa rin eh. Baka maging 3-point play, you know? Let's see though, how the referees will judge that. It's an immediate review.
There's that foul.
Hindi rin kasi tumigil eh si Winston. Hindi rin tumigil si Clarito.
Baka hindi narinig kasi ni Clarito na may foul. Sometimes you don't hear it.
Blocking foul on number 1, Adrian Nokum. Technical foul on Johnner Clarito for second motion.
Not technical nga si John Hart. John's probably thinking, eh, hindi tumigil eh. Ayun, yung minomotion
niya. Or maaari, hindi niya narinig yung dito. Kasi after the whistle, you're supposed to stop.
But if the guy's trying to go for a three-point play, let's see though, if baka sideline out of bounds to. Pagka shooting, meron pwedeng argument dyan si Clarito. But if it's not in the act of shooting, love you.
Ito muna yung technical foul.
Ito yung technical mauna. Bolick, surprisingly, just an 80% free throw shooter this tournament. Nasa mid-90s yan. Sanay tayo pagka si Berto.
Hindi ka pareho ng grade mo, no?
Uy, ayun nga. Akong shooting nga to.
Well, hindi na naman nag-dribble si Shawny Winston.
Pero yun nga yung dahilan ni Clarito. If he's gonna go for a three-point play, I'm gonna go for the block.
Pero ang dahilan nga ng referee, pumito na eh.
Yun. Mintis si Shawnee doon sa una.
Nakikita mo na wala naman na reklamo ang Rainer Shine.
Mintis dalawa. So it remains a 10-point lead para dito sa Rainer Shine. All they got out of that was a technical free throw.
No, parang for a guy who's got such a nice jump shot, you wouldn't expect him to miss 2 free throws, right?
Nongo Bebuelo goes across. Offensive foul whistled here on the illegal pick. Manaytay with a second personal foul.
I'm talking about free throws. Shawnee Winston shooting 77% from that free throw area.
That's a little low. Pati siya, hindi lang si Berto. As a rim rocket jam is delivered by Caddy, and he stares down Johnson. This crowd is hyped, Dom. They're loving the exchange we're
I love
witnessing.
it as well.
Getting right back to Johnson. Here we go. Jalen across. Marito. No. NLEX down by 8. Balling in takeover mode. No looks into Racal. Back to Berto. 3-ball. Bam!
And nobody challenged that shot of Robert Balling.
Berto Balling, a 41% shooter from there. You do not want to leave him alone. Johnson inside, lays it home. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That entire Rainer Shine bench upset at what might be a warning on Johnson.
Well, hopefully it's just a warning.
Johnson for taunting.
Technical foul whistled on Johnson. We just saw Caddy do almost the same thing on the other side. That's why.
Pero baka sinasabi na linapitan niya talaga eh. Di ba? Sa mukha.
Ayun, yung kay Caddy kanina nakatayo lang. Ganun ba yan?
Maybe. Alamin natin.
And yun ang pinapaliwanag ni Johnson. Kanina lang. Ito. After this, you're gonna witness it. Pagkatapos ng dakdak, ito ang ginawa nila on the previous play. Hindi nga lumapit. Tumingin lang. Yun ang pagkakaiba mo. Timeout na natin sa atin ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
They're zoning, huh? They're zoning. Let's run the side fist. Okay? Side fist with the seal. So we'll turn and then we'll go. Okay? With the seal. They're zoning. Okay? Pwede yun. Okay? We can run a side fist here. Okay? We will load on one side. Somebody will get open. Okay?
Back with us inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium kung saan painit ng painit ang bakbakan natin dito. Senator Bongo enjoying all of the action here, Dom. Caddy Lalane and Jalen Johnson trying to get one over each other, and both of them are having words with the referee.
Well, both of them are super intense, right? You gotta love it. But the referees obviously allow some of it. Pero nung time na yun, ang pakiramdam nila, sumobra itong si Johnson.
From a couple of weeks ago when we saw this matchup on the schedule, we all knew this was going to be a good matchup. Halos match, no? Yung Lalane and Johnson.
You love the intensity, you love the fire.
62-56, baba na sa anim ang inaabol ng NLEX. Here we go again. Lalane double team, loses control. Mabu on the run, Racal to beat. Mabu on the scoop.
Mabu mupupa sa ere. He has that ability to be able to protect that basketball.
Oh, Balling gets it back. He got the drop on Mabuya. This is playoff intensity basketball right here, Dom. The top two seeds right now, the top two teams right now going at each other.
This is more rain or shine pace.
3-ball. No. Winston with a board. Under 5 remaining in the third. Shawnee. Dumaan sa pick ni Caddy. Shawnee shoots over Johnson. Bitin. Nauna si Noco. Goodbye.
This is what I'm saying. This is more of the pace of rain or shine. NLEX needs to be more disciplined. Go back to their game. They like setting it up. They like balling, getting that basketball. And siya nagtitimon pagdating doon sa half court.
66-58. Walo na naman ang abante ng rain or shine.
Fast break points ulit yun.
Balling for 3. No. Winston with a board. Too deep. Rakal titira. Good! Bitin pa ako, nilinis yun eh. Wala mo, pati ako na siya. Johnson with some space. Gets it already in red. Jalen Johnson now with 14. 6 lang yan, half-time, Dom, ha?
Alam naman natin si Jalen Johnson. Grabe yung intensity. Is that a
blocking foul on Guarino?
Ang dami na rin napagdaan na nito si Johnson dito sa PBA.
Everybody inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium loving what they are witnessing right now, dog. Top-notch basketball here in the Commissioner's Cup on a Wednesday night. Prelude pa lang to. What a big weekend we are heading towards the...
8 more playing dates for the PBA in the elimination round. And you look at all majority of the games that we've had, majority of them have been really close, and the intensity. Kumbaga sinabi natin kanina, di ba, these two teams switch gears in the third quarter. The teams have also switched gears because placing na itong next 8 days.
Mamu, short stab, good! Ngayong Biyernes, it is TNT versus Phoenix, Ginebra versus Meralco at the Araneta Coliseum. And then dito sa Ninoy sa Sabado, Terra Firma Macau, Converge NLEX yung second game. Pagdating na linggo, balik tayo sa Big Dome for Meralco versus Blackwater and Rain or Shine versus Barangay Nebra San Miguel.
Big weekend of basketball. And will definitely affect yung ating standings.
Yung pinakamabigat doon. Habulan na sa pwestuhan. Both of these teams already in the quarters. Pareho nga lang naghahabol ngayon ng twice to beat.
And with how the teams have been playing, yung intensity, and then obviously, depending on the injuries that the teams have, napakalaking bagay na meron kang twice to beat advantage. Kasi pagka nandun ka sa bottom 4, hindi ka pwede magkamali.
Baka isang 6-minute stretch matapos ang conference mo eh. Pagka ganun eh. When your back's against the wall, you got
1 quarter, tapos na. Yep.
73-64. Rain or Shine's lead is back to 9. LJ Gonzalez is back on.
He's hoping to turn things around for himself as well.
Katapat niya si Caraco, who actually scored 8 points in 9 minutes of play in the first half. Roger hasn't contributed much. Caraco took that away. Johnson gets it right back to Andre. Nakita si Santi on the run. Hindi lang kumapit. Balling tracking to the corner. Another Berto takeover. He has got 21.
And how many does he have here in the third quarter? He's got 15 already.
Mamu trying to get it back. Di umubra. LJ sa kabila. Back to Berto. Here it comes. Di lang umubra.
A good pass.
The 2-minute warning for the third.
That's a good pass by Gonzalez.
3 ball. No. Balling with the board. Balling down the middle. With the finger roll.
Just knowing when to switch gears to attack that basket.
What an exchange between the top 2 teams in the PBA today. Memo Balling putting NLEX on his shoulders once again. He has brought them to within 4. May bonus free throw pa parating pagkatapos na itong timeout. With under 2 remaining in the third. Kenny Lalane and Jalen Johnson going toe-to-toe on this Wednesday night at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Both have put up numbers. Both have tried to get it under each other's skins. But both have definitely entertained everybody watching live dito sa Ninoy and of course on RPTV.
Blowing kisses. Finger licking good. Kanya-kanya di ba? Iba-iba. Ayan, oh. You gotta love the intensity. You gotta love what they bring to the game. Just so much entertainment. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks for Lalane.
19, 9, and 5 assists naman sa kabila. Now Bolick has 24 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. And more importantly, binabahan niya sa tatlo ang inahabol ng NLEX.
To that free throw, NLEX showing a little bit of pressure in the front court.
Largest lead was 14. Nokum to Karagut. 3 ball on the way. Andre Karagut now in double digits.
11 points for Karagut, having a good game for himself.
LJ gets to the cup and one. Barangay Gonzalez.
He needed that. The first time he came on the court, foul, turnover, not knowing what the time was on the clock. And this time attacking the basket, finishing with the left hand.
That's his first basket tonight. Nieto papasok, pagpapahingay muna. Si Berto Bolick, much deserved rest on.
Let's see, after this free throw, it's a made basket. They'll apply the same full court pressure. And just a delay.
Johnson ang didiskarte ngayon. 76-73. Nokum down to get in the defense. Drops it off. Malonzo with a hit.
Probably one of the guys with the best hairdos in the PBA right now.
Malonzo now with a total of 8 points, Dom. He's one of those guys who has yet to hit double digits, but this is already confidence high for him. 7 points yung high niya dati.
Si Malonzo mo action star, di ba?
Parang Ronnie Ricketts mo. Too small! Sabi ni Kenny Lalane. Malonzo inside, kicks it out. Nokum thought about the three, drives closer, bumped by Roger. Second team foul pa lang yan para sa NLEX, but the first in the last 2 minutes. That puts them in the penalty as well.
You gotta love this third quarter. Both imports have brought it. Robert Bolick has brought it. And only down by 3 points now itong NLEX Road Warriors.
Yun ang tamang too small. Nakasara ko pag maliit na nga, tinu-too small ko. Totoo naman. Totoo naman. Pagka tinu-small mo, mas maliit sa'yo, ano gusto mong gawin ko? Pag kasing laki mo, malaki sa'yo.
Don't point out the obvious.
Yeah. Pag mas malaki sa'yo, kasing laki mo, ayos na. Last shot time. Pagkakataong makalapit ng within 1 or makatabla o makalamang. 5 to work with. Gonzalez. Shaking off Karagut. They swing to Lalane. Would have tied it if it stuck. But then Lex with an explosive third quarter here, D.
You gotta love how they came back. Didn't start out all that well, but Robert Bolick took over. And now only down by 3 points itong Road Warriors.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
withstand a 38-point third quarter by NLEX, and they continue to do it on the run. Times 4 sila pagdating sa fast break points. So far this game, 20-5. Kaya lumamang yung Rain or Shine ang hanggang 14 kanina. Pero ngayon entering the fourth, tatlo na lang ang kanilang abante, 78-75. Bakit ka mo bumabayan? Because of this man, Robert Bolick, in takeover mode once again.
You gotta love what he's done. 18 points in the third quarter. They knew they needed him. Di ganun kaganda yung first 1-2 minutes nitong Road Warriors. But then once Robert Bolick put his head down, it was a completely different ballgame.
That was a 38-29 quarter. Naka-29 pa rin Rain or Shine, pero ang bigat ng 38 para sa NLEX.
And 18 coming from Robert Bolick.
Bahio misses. Kasama niya sa seg. Sina Gonzalez, Roger, Lalaine, and Bahio. NLEX sitting on a 2-3 zone. Rain or Shine will have Karakut. Andiyan din itong si Malonzo, Johnson, Nocum, and Santillan. Nice pass by Johnson.
And this is what you want if you're Johnson. You want to be able to get your teammates again involved because itong quarter na yun, alam naman natin, pinakamahirap talunin ng Rain or Shine when they move that basketball, when they get the points coming from different guys. On the other hand, NLEX, Bolick, we mentioned, had 18. Lalaine had 9 in that quarter.
Kanina, that was assist number 6 para kay Johnson, and then he followed it up with his 10th rebound. Johnson for 3. No go. Bahio, nice tap. Papunta kay Lalaine.
Extended minutes on the bench comes si Robert Bolick. But you know that once he comes in, tuloy-tuloy na yan ang katulong.
Corner 3. Nope. Johnson with rebound number 11. Nocum sa kabila. Nakita si Santi. Karakut back to Adrian. Nocum step back. Imubra, Santi chasing after it. Gets them a fresh 14. Gonzalez trying to dive for it. Back to Adrian. Sa kanto si Santi. Step back pa. Santillano. Johnson with the board.
Another offensive rebound.
Johnson doing everything he can para dito sa Rain or Shine. And that last foul will be investigated. Kung breakaway na nga ba. Clear path, exact term, but same thing as a breakaway.
The Road Warriors need to be able to make those stops. And the only way you can complete that stop is if you get that defensive rebound. What a third quarter that was. The Road Warriors, sinabi nga natin, 38 points, 9 assists in that third quarter. Ito namang Rain or Shine, they had 29 points with 10 assists. Five of 11 from the three-point area for the Road Warriors in that quarter. 5 of 10 for Rain or Shine.
Si Shawnee Winston ang unang pinalik muna ni Coach Jong. Patuloy muna magpapahinga. Ito si Bolick. Mahigit tapos 10 minuto pa naman natin tira dito. Rakal for 3. Short. Now natalon sa lundag para kay Nocum. Pero na last touch para naman si Winston.
Pag hindi pa rin makashoot itong NLEX, asahan mo ibabalik itong si Robert Bolick.
Hindi mo pwedeng pabuiluin ulit itong Rain or Shine. Winston's only got 7 points so far. Nocum across to Karakut. Pareho sila may tig-11. Johnson to the other side. Alonso for 3. No. Huli si Santillan.
He's been getting a lot of offensive rebounds, but that time pushed a little bit too hard. Coaching staff and NLEX hoping that they'll be able to convert dito sa offensibang ito, which will not force them to bring in Robert Bolick back.
You just buy time for a guy like Bolick. You have to give him as much rest as you
Gusto
can.
mo mga 7-minute mark, right?
Gonzalez working against Karakut. Wow, back on the floor. He meets Gonzalez. LJ goes across. Winston na ipit. Bibigay kay Rakal. Kevin off the window. Matalas. Rakal battling for it. Bahio there with him. Bahio short stack. Go!
Coming out of that scrum with that offensive rebound and the 2 points, 5 points for Bahio. Si Shine Winston, 7 points pa lang.
Wow! No. Shawnee to LJ. Huli Gassers. Pinukul na lang Inokum. Touchdown, Rainer Shine.
You gotta be kept down when you're playing against Rainer Shine.
You've been mentioning it paulit-ulit kanina pa, Dom. They have gotten burned over and over again.
They have, what, 22 fast break points.
LJ. Sinaguban Johnson. Lalane. Iniiwan si Jalen. Wild shot. No. Clean up din. Ayaw pa rin sa pangatlo.
Iniwasan kasi ni Lalane na matawagan siya ng offensive foul. That's why he just threw it up.
And si Berto. No other recourse for the NLEX but to redeploy their main gun. 8:27. A minute and a half ang nadagdag sa ITL, 7-minute mark. Winston. Creating that space. The looper doesn't work. Somehow naabot kay Lalane. Bolick inside. Is fouled by Johnson. Miss Bella na balita.
Pagkatapos magdomina ng NLEX sa third quarter, gusto ba ni Coach Yang makitang mas mabilis ang pagdala at pagpasa ng bola? Paghandaan daw nila na itutuloy ng NLEX ang kanilang pag-zona, kaya dapat merong laging tumakbo underneath the basket for the extra possession if the three does not sink. Better spacing naman ang hinahanap ni Coach Jong and cleaner setting up of screens from his wings. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Miss Bell. Bolick. On the second.
3 of 8 so far, Shawnee Winston. From the floor, that's 37.5%.
Mapa-impress ka kay Doc J. Ako nagsulat eh.
Kaya nga, bibigyan naman kita ng credit eh.
Johnson for 3. Namana pa doon.
Johnson knocking down another three-point shot. And, you know, we talk about that playoff basketball. Ever since we started this second half, it's been completely different.
Berto backing up. He wants to use his speed against Johnson. Oh, he picks it up. Dumps it into the lane. Ball slapped out of bounds. That'll leave just 3.4 on the shot clock para sa NLEX. Hihiling ng timeout sina Coach Jong with 7:36 remaining in this game. Aning mga bate ng Rainer Shine, 85-79.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Stadium kung saan sisilipin ulit natin yung 3-point shot ni Jalen. At it's atin yan ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. And that was good enough to push Rainer Shine's lead back to 6, Dom. 85-79.
17 points for Jalen Johnson. 3 3-point shots for him in tonight's ballgame.
Rainer Shine, do you still consider them underdogs looking at how they have gone through the field?
Best start so far in franchise history. Only 1 loss. Itong Rainer Shine, 8-1, wanting to go for win number 9.
Masakit to. NLEX ang nag-timeout but they turn it over. And now Nocom will wait for Zingwa. Adrian to Villegas on the floor. Nice fake, but still Lalane blocking. Wow there. Opportunity para kina Berto to inch closer. Lalane got rid of Johnson. Shot was a bit. Oh, Johnson with a block. Kuwao sa kabila. Iniwan para kay Nogum. Nice reverse. Mikasama foul.
Nocum just knows exactly what to do with that basketball. Doesn't matter where he gets it, meron siyang kalaw parate.
Dala-dalawa yung nandoon, pinagpag lang ni Adrian, ano?
Tsaka simple lang yung galaw, di ba? One little fake, one dribble, goes for that reverse, easy 2 points.
Babalik sa ating laro, sina Gonzalez, Semerad, pati na rin si Bel Gregorio.
Adrian tonight is a lot different from last game where he was scoreless from quarters 1 to 3. Pag hindi raw kasi siya maka-downhill attack, medyo nawawala siya sa rhythm at nagugulo ang kanyang shot selection at diskarte. But Coach Yang would keep urging him to enter the paint and decide from there kung aatake ba siya o ipapasa. Kaya yan daw ang lagi niyang pinangahawakan. If the scoring is denied, huwag mawalan ng kumpiyansa and find ways to be effective, whether it be through rebounding, defense, or providing an assist. Gentlemen.
You gotta look for different ways to be able to get your confidence, right? And kasi mahirap pagka-scorer ka, feeling mo ang gauge parate kung how good you played is the score that you're able to bring to the ball game. But because he's so talented, because he can play do different things on the court. He can assist, he can play defense. Ang ganda ng reminder ng coaching staff sa kanya to be able to keep his confidence up high.
Lagi ko naalala pag ganyan, Coach Leo isa. Yung magagaling na two-guard na shooter, 5 sandosena daw niyan. Pero kapag multifaceted ka na, pag marami ka ng ibang kayang gawin, doon umaangat ang iyong laro at doon ka magkakaminuto at doon ka sisingka. Tama.
Kasi in the PBA, tatanggalin yung mga strengths mo. Yeah. So you need to be able to do other things.
Villegas misses. The way the coaching staffs here scout every single thing about you, di ba? They can teach all of their players what you can and cannot do. Kaya kailangan ay palagi kang may bagong dala doon.
Oh, yung tendencies. And that's why every conference, every year, you need to be able to improve, get better. Right? Whether it's your percentage, your decision-making, you being able to attack, your ball handling. Kasi pagdating mo naman sa PBA, sa unang pagdating mo, hindi pa kompleto laro mo. Even look at Jumar Fajardo, how his game has evolved.
87-79. It is Rain and Shine by 8. NLEX looking to wake themselves up here. They go right back to bowling. Semerad to Lalane down low. Johnson bracing himself. Lalane, hui! Chumikin wing.
Offensive foul there.
That was clear as day, though.
Yeah. Trying to muscle his way through that post move.
Yung bang finger licking good, yung chicken wing.
Masarap yun.
Yeah. 87-79. Rain and Shine looking for yet another double-digit lead. Clarito surveys. Gets it to Jim. 3 ball. Johnson, no. Johnson so far shooting 6 of 13 from the field, including 3 of 7 from deep. Lalane pleading for it. He gets it. Caddy contra Jalen once again. Tutulong si Noco. They give it up. Rakal short stack. No! Yun ang mga sorry miss.
And you like the decision though of Lalane na hindi niya pinilit yung tiro yun. Hindi na una yung ego.
Ito na yung half-court game ng Rain and Shine. Mamuyang trying to stay patient. Loses control though. Somehow he got it over to Clarito. Napa-apologize naman si Beto. You're trying his best to save that ball. 87-79. Rain and Shine by 8. Under 5 na tayo. Kaya mandatory timeout para sa Rain and Shine. Nocum turning it up here. inside the Nino Aquino Stadium once again. After scoring 7 early in the first quarter, he was on the cusp of eclipsing his total from the Magnolia game. Pero pagbalik niya ng second half, biglang nagtrabaho na naman. Etong si Adrian.
15 points for Adrian Nocum. And when you talk about confidence, you talk about him being effective. You love the confidence that's being given to him by Rain or Shine.
Under 5 now remaining in the battle for first. Rain or Shine is 8-1. NLEX is 7-2. Jalen goes early. He misses on that one though. If Rain or Shine wins this, it'll be win number 9. And only 4 other teams can make it to 9 wins. Rain or Shine would have beaten 3 of them, with only Ginebra coming up on Sunday on the remaining schedule.
Let's talk about Jalen Johnson. 17 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists.
Ipit yung bola sa ibabaw. Mahirap kunin yan doon.
May map man naman.
That was a high bounce. It really isn't that kind of night para dito kay LJ Gonzalez.
Pumasok. Counted.
Counted para kay Kuya. Release tayo boy. 4:35 here. Rain or Shine doing enough to stay ahead though.
Well, the good thing about Rain or Shine is that kahit makapuntos o hindi itong NLEX, they just keep on pushing that basketball.
Mamuya with that Villegas pick. Sumundot si Berto from behind. That's his second steal of the game. Balling on the move, 26 points across his name. He wants Villegas to be the one in front of him. Berto will try and use his speed here. Balling in attack mode, bounces to a backdoor cutting Bahio. Nice placement by Berto.
You know what I like about Bahio? He's always aggressive. Hindi siya takot to get into the middle of things. He wants to get into that paint. He wants to get offensive rebounds, put himself in positions that he can be successful.
Nocum has the lane to beat. Nocum misses even on the follow. Sayang, naipagpag na niya, no?
Oh, oy. Everything but the shot that time.
Bollick looks around.
Gusto niya
with the pick.
Hinahanap niya kung sino yung binabantayan ni Villegas as yun yung hihinga niya ng pick.
He wants to barbecue chicken time the big man. This time he passes it up to Semina. 3 ball is good, and we have got a 3-point game.
That's only the 6th point of Semina. Second 3-point shot for him.
Just over 3 remaining sa ating PBA Wednesday dito sa Ninoy. NLEX wants to take the top spot. They can tie Rain or Shine, but because of winner over the other, sila mapupunta sa ibabaw. Ngayon sa ilalim, nagbabakbakan.
Jalen Johnson and Bahio.
Bahio is whistled for the foul.
Holding on with that left hand.
13 foul yan para dito sa NLEX. As we approach the final 3 minutes of this game. Johnson catches it immediately. He's got Bahio in front of him. Johnson trying to pound it in. Tutulong si LJ. They go across. Batted away by Lane. An opportunity for NLEX. Lane gets deep. Huli. And Bahio is whistled for the foul on the reach-in.
See, Lane can't seem to finish.
Antonino, he was right there. Perfect placement na sana yung pasa though. Even Coach John could not believe it.
Oh, a little bit tentative.
Rain or Shine dodging a bullet there.
And that's the question, right? Sino naapektuhan dun sa mind games?
Mamuya will pull up 15-footer. No. Johnson trying to keep it there. Last touch to Jalen. Anxious moments at the tail end of this one. Can NLEX pick up their 8th win? Or can Rain or Shine hold him off as well? LJ Benguelo. Pinali ba ni Gonzalez? What a move!
Wow. He hasn't been having a great game, but talk about him being aggressive and taking it all the way to the gut of that defense.
Kumpiyansa pagka malas-malas mo na, pero when it counted the most, he makes it. Nocum will give it to Villegas. Babawi ba si Luis? No! Pagkakataon ng NLEX makalamang for the first time since the first quarter. He wants Villegas again. This time, Mamuyak hindi bumitaw. Berto inside, bottled up. Foul, whistled on Mamu. And immediately a challenge for Coaching.
Kita mo yung adjustment ng defense ng Rainer Shine doon. The last two times, hinahanap niya kung sino ang binabantayan ni Villegas. Yun yung hinihingi ng screen. But Mamu is not switching anymore. He's going over that screen.
It's going to be a big call here. If the challengers won or if the original call is upheld. No free throws just yet. Pang-limang team foul pala ng Rainer Shine kung sakali. Both teams would want to give.
You see Mamu sticking to Bolik. Bolik attacking that. There was some contact there. The question is,
nag-dislodge na ba yung bola? Nagka-contact o hindi? Mamu saying it was all ball all the way. Tagal niyang hawak din eh. Medyo tumatagal.
Usually, pag mabilis, ano nangyayari?
Same.
Pag matagal,
doon nagkakabaliktaran. Kasi chinecheck natin ang angulo eh. It has to be 100%. You have to see the foul for it to stick. Rainer Shine coaching staff getting impatient with this review. Doon palang hawak na ni Mamu.
yes. And yung kaliwang kamay doon sa question, alin ba yung tawag?
And it's taken a while. Tama yung ating hypothesis. Malalaman natin. Ito, meron ng desisyon. Senyor Dom. Double and triple and quadruple checking this. It's going to be a big call. It's a one-point game.
Because this is going to be a big call, right?
Game on the line right here. With a minute and 28 to go. They have to be 100% sure. So here we go. Meron ang final decision.
After the review, wala pong foul si Mamuyang against Bolik. Challenge po ng Rainer Shine ay successful. Jump ball po.
So it turns into an inadvertent whistle, and that's what Coach Sheng could not believe because nakuha daw nila yung possession. Rainer Shine ended up with the ball after that whistle. And Coach Sheng is continuing to plead his case. It's going to be a jump between the lane and Johnson.
Referee's making sure that everybody's set up properly.
Nobody's going to the side of the basket line. Everybody's up here. Lalane taps it. Bahillo gets it. And then it's going to be Bolik operating. For the shoot. Bolik from deep. Oh!
what a big shot by Robert Bolick.
It is all of a sudden NLEX by 3. Nobu to Johnson. He's got Bahio on him. Johnson, paano babawi? Takes it in, kicks. Clarito, fly by. No! Mabu with the board. Johnson goes across. Villegas for the tie. Bang! What an exchange!
And what trust Jalen Johnson had with his teammate. Villegas has not been able to knock down those shots of recent, but a crucial one. He passed it off on that offensive rebound, giving him that three-point attempt. Villegas finally able to knock it down.
Villegas was 0 for 5 tonight from that three-point line. Una natin tignan yung buzzer-beating for ni Berto.
Well, Robert Bolick knew exactly how much time left they had on that shot clock. Binigyan siya ng espasyo, tinira niya, he knocked down that 4-point shot.
Pero yung bawi sa kabila, yung tiwala ni Johnson doon.
At nanggaling yun sa offensive rebound,
ni Mamu.
And then Jalen Johnson finding Villegas. They were leading Villegas, so they were willing for him to take that shot. And Villegas saying, huwag niyong iiwanan. 0-5 kanina, pero ngayon, pasok na. You have a tight ball game.
That is assist number 8 para dito kay Jalen Johnson. 2 away from a trip dub. Big shot after big shot on this Wednesday night.
And same thing that happened with the NLEX Meralco game.
This was in Montalban a couple of weeks ago. Berto locating LJ Gonzalez in OT for the win when NLEX stormed back from 17 down, forced OT, and then won it in the end.
But prior to that, paano ba napa-overtime ng NLEX yun? Samaran also knocked down a three-point shot at the corner.
And then nag-follow up doon, three-pointer naman ni Berto. Ngayon, nag-Samaran, nag-Berto for will it be Gonzalez again?
Yeah.
Tingnan natin. Pero pwede. Babalik pa naman ang bola sa Rain and Shine. 40 seconds pa to. Gonzalez ang didiskarte kontra kay Nobu. LJ has Clarito in front now. Rain and Shine dropping down to a zone. Berto chased around by Mamu. 5 to shoot. Bolick makes his move. Mamuyak right there with him. He turns it over. Clarito in a foot race. Jonard is fouled. And he will be at the line trying to reclaim the lead.
But he's holding on to his back. Awkward fall for Clarito, hitting the base of the basketball court.
He crashed hard. Balakang yun doon.
Now credit that defense of Mamuyak on Robert Bolick, leading that stop. And then Clarito losing his balance there. When he lands, awkward hit the base of the basketball goal.
NLEX naman nagsasabi baka walang foul, but they burned their challenge in the first quarter. As we always think, gotta save those challenges. Short on the first one. Si Jonard. Clarito, an 81.8% free throw shooter. Needs the second one to get them the lead. Jonard misses ball. No timeouts. Hindi na pwede mag-timeout ang player. It is going to be Berto, Bolick, and the NLEX Road Warriors shooting for the win. No, may one foul to give across. Berto makes his move to Bahio. Goal!
What a big shot. And 2 times now, Robert Bolick willing to give up that basketball to his open teammate. Getting that 2 points for the lead. But there should be time left. There should be time left.
Alam mo, nilinis pa kasi yung ring eh. Kaya yung time left nabawasan pa eh. Bahio with a baseline jumper for the ages. Pang 9 puntos ni Bahio, pang 11 assist ni Bolik.
Let's see that again.
It was definitely in time. Ang tanong na lang, is there more time remaining para sa Rain or Shine?
Mamu asking if he had a foul to give. Opting not to foul. Bolik getting that defense to commit. Then Bahio knocking down that two-point shot.
It's definitely counted. Ang tanong na lang, may matitira pa bang oras dyan? Baka mga 0.6.
Maybe. 0.6, 0.8, somewhere there.
.3 of a second.
0.3. Itong gandang angulo.
Timeout. Rain or Shine
Ang paglusot sa ilalim ng net. Yun, hindi sa paglusot sa ring. Sa ilalim ng net nga para tayo.
So official is 0.3.
That's just enough for a lob to the rim.
And a tip. Kasi not enough time to be able to catch and shoot, right?
0.4 yun eh, Derek Fisher.
0.4
yun eh, maganda fish. May turnaround.
So dapat ito tapik lang.
This is where you're gonna miss a guy like Keith Dutton. Pwede mo hagisan yun sa ibabaw sa harap ng ring.
And you're gonna expect them to basically switch everything.
Can NLEX dodge a bullet here from Rain or Shine? They have stormed back from 14 down. They now have a 2-point lead with 0.3 of a second remaining. How about JB Bahio with that cold-blooded baseline jumper? And again, Bolik more than willing to give up that rock to get a better shot from his teammate.
9 points for Bahio, 6 points here in the fourth quarter.
Here at NLEX, you just guard the rim right now, right?
And make sure you tap it away from the basket. Kasi baka pwede ka pa madisgrasya eh.
Doon mag-i-inbound ang Rain or Shine sa harap mismo ng kanilang bench. Sila lane yata magbabantay sa inbounder. Good move then, no? You take one big guy away from the cup, but you've got him right on Mamuyak, who is inbounding.
To make it really difficult for him to see anything.
Can NLEX pull this off? Another come from behind for the Road Warriors. 0.3 away. Rain or Shine looking for the miracle. Right there. And Bolik took it away.
Completing this victory for the NLEX Road Warriors. Made baskets in the third quarter. Made passes in the fourth quarter. And made a stop in the end to secure the win.
What a finish. Dito sa Nina Aquino Stadium, NLEX picks up their 8th win. Takla sila sa ibabaw ng Rain or Shine. But because of that winner over the other, number 1 as of tonight ang NLEX.
And number 1 in this ball game, in terms of performance, you gotta give it to Robert Bolik. Robert Bolik, what a game. Once again, you look at Clarito though. Let's go back to these free throws. Clarito missing that first one. He did hit his back.
You see the emotion from Boss Raymond Yu, team owner of Rain or Shine. 81% shooter, pero tumama nga yung likod sa goal support.
Oo.
Naapektuhan siya doon.
And then this one, Robert Bolik attacking that defense, giving it up last second to JB Bahio. Bahio up to the challenge for that 2 points.
Nakaganda ba yung pagkakalinis ng rim na ubos ang oras para sa NLEX? 0.3 lang ang natira nung lumusot na yung bola doon.
Alam mo maganda doon kasi tabla panalo yun eh. Even if they missed, would have gone into overtime. But you gotta love that itong NLEX Road Warriors have that killer instinct. They've done it already twice. Nangyari yun against the Meralco Bolts in Montalban. Happened once again today against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Gotta love how the two imports hugged it out in the end after this intense battle. And sa dami ng bida sa ball game nito, there can only be one D.
Iisa lang, sinabi nga natin. Itong si Robert Bolik, he made the points in the third quarter to bring back his team. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals. He made the points in the fourth quarter, opted to find his teammates, give up that basketball when he needed to give it up. prior to that, knocked down that 4-point shot. Pero maganda dun sa dulo, nung kinakailangan ng stop, siya pa din ang nakakuha ng stop para rin sa NLEX. NLEX winning 92-90.
18 ginawa sa third, ano? Sa pool na naman ni Herb. Sa third quarter nagkatalo. Doon nagkaroon ng diferensya ang ball game na ito. 92-90, NLEX takes the top spot away from Rain or Shine.
Robert Bolick is our best player of the game. Congratulations, Berto. Looking at your game, alam nating pareho that you could shoot those game-winning shots. But time and again, you chose to defer it to your teammates, passing that ball once with LJ Gonzalez and today, again, kay JB Bahio. What is the intent behind this and what is the reason why you choose to continuously trust your teammates?
Una sa lahat, thank you Lord sa pagbigay ng panalo. Wala, alam ko yung hard work ng binibigay ng mga teammates ko. Alam ko kung saan nila gusto tumira. So, trust na trust ako sa kanila. Walang problema.
Thank you so much, Berto. Of course, maraming nag-aabang na NLEX fans here today. Any message you would like to send out to them or anyone you would like to dedicate this win to?
Una sa lahat, thank you sa lahat ng PBA fans, sa lahat ng pumunta dito. Thank you. Sa NLEX fans, sa Rain or Shine, tsaka sa buong PBA fans, thank you. And syempre sa asawa ko na dyan nanonood, I love you. Tsaka sa anak ko, birthday niya, so para sa kanya to. And I love you, Zach. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Berto, and congratulations once again. Now it's time to hear from Coach Jong Yuchiko.
Coach Jong, congratulations. What a game. How would you even put into words how proud you are of your team from your third quarter fight back to Berto's endgame decision making and JB eventually hitting that game winner?
Yeah, those, you know, we're getting better, I think, at it, making the right plays, you know, in the end, and making the right stops in the end. So, yeah, I'm very happy that, they fought hard today. So, yun, I mean, Rain or Shine, nabigat talaga yung Rain or Shine. Eh. So, alam natin yung capabilities nila. So, mabuti nakalusot sa panalo ngayon.
Coach, could you also let us in on what goes on in practice and how you're able to foster this kind of team that trusts each other completely, especially when it matters most?
It's not me. It's Berto that gets the team together, giving them confidence. Nga, sabi ni Berts, if ever I have something to do with it, it's very little. It's more yung communication nila, si Berto, si KD, Shoni, and the others also. So, they can communicate. They've got good chemistry, and they trust each other, and they respect each other. So, you hope it translates into the basketball game.
It was the battle for the top spot on this Wednesday night sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Sa patuloy natin pagtutok sa PBA 50 Commissioner's Cup dito sa RPTV, powered by Sports 5, the 7-2 NLEX Road Warriors taking on the 8-1 Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Simulat sa pool, si KD Lalay nakipagpakbakan kagad kay Jalen Johnson, and he powers up for the deuce here. Good enough for a 3-point lead para sa NLEX.
You gotta love how these two imports came to play in tonight's ball game. They were really muscling it out, getting each other to perform better, challenging each other. But this guy, Nokom, just always up to the challenge.
7 points in the first quarter para kay Adrian. Si Bolick naman sa kabilang side. Agresibo din naman sa simula. Not too much with all the scoring in the world, but he was getting everybody involved. Pero that time around, yung jumper niya, kumakas.
Roberto Bolick, you like, again, keep saying it these past conferences that he's allowing the game to come to him. He's not necessarily trying to get 50 points in the first quarter.
At the end of one, it was Rain or Shine by 5, 23-18. Second quarter highlights coming up right now. 28-23 score at this juncture. It was Mamuyak off the twirl. Nice jumper. for the captain of Rain or Shine.
This second quarter definitely belonged to Rain or Shine. They moved that ball. They were able to get a lot of points in the paint. We're talking about points in the paint. JB Bahio, those are his first 2 points in the ball game, working hard and trying to fight back.
How about Caracol? Came off the bench, scored 8 points in 9 minutes in that second quarter. And he did enough to keep Rain or Shine ahead.
8 of the 26 points ng Rain or Shine in that second quarter came from Andre Caracol.
Semerado over at the other side, tutulong, 3-ball niya, pasok. That cut that deficit to 10 once again. Jalen Johnson, though, would have his say once again para dito sa Rain or Shine. They won the second quarter down 26-19.
For Jalen Johnson, they're putting the ball on the floor, using his agility to be able to get to that basket. Johnson with 6 points in that second.
Third quarter highlights, 6.5 remaining in this frame. We're going to see Katie Lalane get it deep. And the two-handed throwdown over Johnson. May kasama pang stare down.
You gotta love these two imports. You know, it started in the first and the second quarter, but the third quarter, doon na tumaas yung intensity. Iba-iba yung reaction. You're gonna see it also from Johnson here. After getting this layup, he's gonna make it known.
Ang problema lang, he launched forward kaya natawagan siya ng technical. Kailangan tingin-tingin lang, walang suguran. Bolick at the other end with under 3 remaining in that frame. 18 points in the third for Berto.
Well, Robert Bolick, we said, third quarter came alive, 18 points. He wanted to will his team back, and that's why he had 18 of the 38 points nitong Road Warriors.
38 to 29 quarter para dito sa NLEX. But it was still Rain or Shine up by 3 heading into the final frame. And we will pick up the action with under a minute and a half remaining. After the jump ball, Bolick against the shot clock will launch it from way outside. Galing Ross Bolivardo.
They only scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, but that was a huge 4-pointer. Berto Bolick making that big shot.
How about Johnson with his 8th assist? Locating Villegas. What a big 3.
Prior to that, 0-5 itong si Villegas, and then knocking down that 3, getting and tying this ball game.
Grabe yung exchange. Napatunayan ng dalawang ito kung bakit sila ngayon awang nasa ibabaw ng team standings.
You love the intensity, you love the fluidity of the game. Doesn't matter if they're down or if they're up, tuloy-tuloy ang laro. Kita mo na pareha si Coach Chong Yuchiko.
Bihira yun, ha? Coach Chong showing his emotion. Villegas, what trust was given to him there by Johnson. That should bode well in games to come. But we weren't done just yet. Villegas tied the game there at 90. And over at the other end, Berto ends up turning it over. Clarito will hit the back goal support hard, hurting his back here, dog.
And that's why we said, itong si Clarito, he looked like he was going to be able to finish that basketball, or that basket, and ending up hitting his back and then missing 2 free throws, allowing now NLEX for this opportunity to win the ballgame.
And who else would you want to handle it? None other than the Sicario. Berto Bolick against Mamuya on the drive, locates Bahio.
Giving it up once again to a teammate. He did it against Meralco. He gave it up to LJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez knocked down that 3 for the win. This time, Bolick attracting the defense that helped by Clarito. Enough space for Bahio. Bahio knocking it down.
This is the stuff dreams are made of. JB Bahio with a game winner. In a contest of this magnitude, first place now belongs to NLEX.
Again, you gotta love, did not start out all that well itong NLEX Road Warriors. We said the third quarter was gonna be key, and it was key. In the end, Robert Bolick coming up big, and when you talk about big, scoring, assisting, and at the same time, that last effort to be able to make that stop securing the win.
30.6 rebounds, 11 assists, and 3 steals para kay Berto. At ang pinaka-importante, ang pang-8 panalo para sa NLEX.